I'm in downtown Seoul, and what I'm going to talk today about is not Korea, not Seoul, but Canada, Canadian culture. Now, the publisher, Mark Cote, recently put up a post in defense of the Governor Generals, and he itemized a series of uh, reforms that he thought the Governor General Prize should make in order to make the prize more like the Giller. The Giller, of course, is the most successful literary prize in terms of garnering media attention and so forth in Anglophone Canada. And it, if you follow the whole scene, is in deep trouble. It's in deep financial trouble. A lot of its private sponsors have pulled. It's now asking for between $4 to $5 million in government subsidies. Mark's point was that the GG should compete more with the Giller. I don't know if he was thinking as well that maybe in case the Giller folds, that the GG would simply take over as a sort of new kind of main prize, a sort of glitzy, media savvy kind of prize. But his point was that for $500,000, the ideas that he had could be implemented. Now, prize culture is it's a complicated topic in Canadian literature. I recently met with a very well-known Canadian writer and critic, Stephen Hennigan, and he made the point that, well, he has made the point previously that with the Giller, originally, it was favoring the big publishers very much. And he wrote an article that was quite impactful, actually, on this whole issue, and he urged the Giller to pay more attention to smaller presses. And in fact, that is what ultimately happened. Not necessarily by design, but they reformed their jury system, and the juries were more adventurous, basically. However, one point that Stephen made to me recently was that a big problem that Canadian presses, the Canadian-owned presses have, is they can't get their books into bookstores. And they are not selling titles. They are selling around 500 books per title. They are very, very dependent on government subsidy. They're probably quite scared of what will happen next because the Liberals are cutting back on a lot of programs. The Conservatives, if they ever get to power, will cut back even more. So it's kind of a messy, complicated situation. However, the point that I'd like to make is one that's been made by several critics, including Alex Good, that there's something called Giller bait, that there's a certain kind of book that gets published in Canada that's intended to win the attention of prize committees, and it tends to be rather self-important, rather dour. If it wins, it does sell copies because the prize machinery sells copies for it, but these books tend not to be very good. And a point that was made by the publisher emeritus of Dundurn Press, QAMF, was that when you look back on the books that have won Giller Prizes in the past 25 years or so, not many of them are memorable. This is a point that Alex Good made as well. So there is I think the underlying issue is, are the books a little bit too stuffy? Is the Canadian scene a little bit too self-important? Are the wrong titles getting published in general? I think that's what we need to discuss more.